Good day, my name is Aiden Lee Kuan Jin, and today my group mates from Vision 23 and I will be talking about our vision for Malaysia. But before that, I want to talk a little bit about the future. Now, you will hear a lot of people say that the future is now, but I disagree. I believe that we are far from reaching the full potential of technology. Every day we develop new technology, new concepts, new ideas, but are we really living in the future? I think that what will define living in the future is something evolutionary, something that cannot be ignored, something that will transform the way we live our lives daily. That the virtual world, not a virtual world, the virtual world, everything available to you at just a touch. Any experience, anywhere, anytime. But enough about the future. Now let's show you our vision. Now on to Sudan.
Thank you, Aden. Now I'm going to talk about the vision statement. Our vision is for all of Malaysians to have equal and accessible opportunities to gain knowledge and experience, regardless of our background or location. And the way we found this most possible was through the virtual reality. Virtual reality has been on the incline ever since its conception in 1968. And since then, it has advanced to the point where it's readily available to the public. It has found many use in healthcare, tourism, real estate, and the architecture. But where we found its utility most interesting was in its ability to help with the education. And now I'm going to pass to Farah.
So, why have this vision? Ever since the global pandemic, many normal classrooms have instead become online classrooms, replacing them with platforms like eLearn, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and many more. While these students will still be able to learn it, also come with huge unforeseen drawbacks. Invaluable experiences we gain, like when we going on campus, normal experiences like interaction with others, finding places to eat during lunch breaks, or simply traveling between classes have all been lost and not retained at all. Now, this is to say that online classes have no advantage at all, which is vastly untrue. During the global pandemic, many students were forced back to their home country or state. However, online classes still managed to give students a chance to learn or at least experience something regardless where they were. So we needed a way to keep the benefits of online learning while mitigating the huge drawbacks, and that's when we landed on virtual reality. Virtual reality offers you the ability to still live in the environment anywhere, anytime. Widespread usage of virtual reality in Malaysia could help bridge the gap between the wealthy and less privileged. All people from all walks of life will experience the same quality of education, experience the same things, meet the same people. There are still many areas in Malaysia which do not have high quality education or have access to it. And this will definitely help. Next will be Nat about on how to achieve the vision.
All right, thank you, Farah. Hi, I'm Natasha, and I'll talk about the strategies. So there are a few steps we need to take in order to unite virtual reality and education and make it a reality in Malaysia. So the first major step is to increase the internet affordability. Currently, Malaysia's internet affordability is 60% worse than the global average. In order to fully utilize VR, the entirety of Malaysia will need to have the access to the internet. The government has already made reducing the price one of its top priorities, and prices have dropped over the years, so we can expect that with time most of you will be able to afford it. The next step would be the expansion of the VR industry in Malaysia. Currently, VR is quite expensive, and the corresponding content on it also boasts a hefty price tag. However, much like the smartphone, I believe that over time, virtual reality will become a common sight in Malaysia. In 2010, when smartphones were first introduced, only between 10 and 20% of people had access to a smartphone, in comparison to 2022, where that number is now between 80 and 90%. There is no reason to believe that the cycle will not repeat, but with VR headsets instead, especially since people are at home now more than ever. That is all from me. I'll pass to Shay to continue.
Thank you, Nat. Now, in order for all of this to become a reality, there also need to be special courses manufactured specifically for education and experience in virtual reality. We've already seen many examples where VR has been used educationally, like walks in museums and tours. However, this would have to be expanded upon dramatically in order to be used functionally. Perhaps most importantly, the cooperation of both the government and private education sector is required. The government could provide some funding in order to popularize and educate people on VR, perhaps by giving headsets to more rural areas of Malaysia. And private and public universities could have online courses based entirely around supporting virtual reality. This would benefit everyone. For Malaysia, a large partnership with virtual reality would not only push for Malaysia's technological advancement, but also potentially earn them large amounts of income from its industry. And for the education sector, it's also a win. More accessible courses means more money coming in and more people willing to take them, even potentially from overseas students. We estimate that by around 2032, all of it, if not most, of these goals are entirely possible. With the speed that technology is now advancing, it may even be possible sooner. I'll now pass it to Intishar to discuss the benefits.
How would all of this affect the digital economy of Malaysia? Well, opening such a large technical industry in Malaysia that particularly spends a lot of time online will almost certainly drive up Malaysian digital economy. Forget the selling of virtual reality headset alone, the introduction of online courses from anywhere in the world, virtual tourism, virtual guide, virtual shopping, the limit are endless with virtual reality. We already buy so many things online simply using our phones and computers. With a VR headset, an entire avenue of products to purchase will be opened. Consumer demand for haptic devices will go through the roof. This creation of an entire industry for virtual goods can be beneficial to Malaysian digital economy. And there are no downsides. Digital pollution will also decrease as less people are traveling to receive education, and millions of students can receive high level of education and experience all at the same time. All other industry will also begin paying attention to VR as well as most likely also begin offering services exclusive to VR. Thank you. I will pass it to Aiden.
So what does this all mean? Well, now I feel like we've seen it. We've seen the limitless potential this has. I touched on it briefly in the introduction, but now I'm certain that you too have seen what I mean. This could be a whole new world for you, for me, for everyone. And what makes it so exciting is that this world is so close. Many official bodies around the world are reluctant to sink much time and effort into fully utilizing VR, and I think that it is because they are not properly informed. If Malaysia takes this first step before anyone else, you could potentially be making human history. So I ask you again once more. Right now, are we really living in the future? Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed.